And my persuasive speech is on the legalization of marijuana. Imagine a United States where there's less pain, less prescription abuse, sturdier houses, cheaper fuel, and happier people. This is something that may seem somewhat fathomable, but how exactly would we achieve this? Richard Nixon said, "Federal and state laws should be changed to no longer make it a crime to possess marijuana for private use. Annually, 0 people die from marijuana use. How many other things can we say that about?" The legalization of medicinal, recreational, and industrial marijuana could be the answer we've all been searching for. Chemotherapy can be detrimental to one's immediate health, even though it is used to treat cancer. Chemotherapy makes patients weak, lowers their energy levels, and it makes them have less of an appetite or just uncontrollable nausea. Marijuana could help with the treatment of cancer. Cannabinol is a chemical in marijuana that prevents cancer from spreading by turning off a gene called ID1. Cancer cells make more copies of this gene than non-cancerous cells, and it helps them to spread throughout the body. The Journal of Molecular Cancer Therapeutics posted. 7-year-old Michaela Comstock has cancer and undergoes chemotherapy for it. She had been dealing with all of the nausea and pain that chemo typically brings to the table, until her mom started giving her one 1-gram capsule of marijuana a day. That has helped take away her pain, reduce her other prescriptions, increase her happiness and appetite, and bring back her pre-cancer energy levels. I'm going to play a short clip and actually read off to you. It's a video of Michaela herself and how cannabis has benefited her. My name is Michaela. I was diagnosed with childhood leukemia at 7 years old. Oncologists told me that chemotherapy would work. It didn't. My oncologist wanted to give me a full body radiation and a bone marrow transplant. My parents said no. Instead, they gave me cannabis oil because they thought that it would work. It did. Six days after my first dose of full extract cannabis oil, I was finally declared in remission. Here I am, 2 years later, still in remission. Cancer doesn't have to be so scary anymore. Be brave. Thank you, cannabis. Another problem that we face is that we're killing the planet. We use trees that take approximately over a century to grow and mine the earth of all of the natural resources that are irreplaceable. We're using more resources than we actually have available, and one day that's going to run out. We can use hemp as a sustainable resource instead. Studies have shown that hemp's biomass can be converted into energy and could replace nuclear power and our current fossil fuels. Just by farming 6% of United States acreage, this could be achieved. Hemp can also help remove the toxicity in soil from nuclear waste. A nuclear power plant in Chernobyl, Russia, had a meltdown in 1986, and experiments have shown that hemp plant can reverse these effects. There are an estimated 30,000 sites in the U.S. that are estimated to be needing hazardous waste treatment, and the hemp plant is the answer to this terrible environmental issue. There are many different medical benefits to marijuana, including it helps bronchial asthma, prevention of nausea vomiting caused by anti-cancer drugs, palliative care for anorexia caused by opioids, antiviral drugs, AIDS-related illnesses, or terminal cancer. It's also cancer pain, post-operative pain, and phantom limb pain. It also helps treat and cure glaucoma, and it helps with multiple sclerosis, cerebral palsy, spinal cord injuries. Another issue that we face is that cars are not made to their fullest potential. Cars are heavy and they use a lot of fuel, and steel is not the sturdiest or safest material. We can use hemp to make cars and provide a fuel source. Hemp is very lightweight and would save on gas mileage. Building hemp plastic cars would make them weigh at least 1,000 pounds less than current vehicles. Henry Ford's 100-year-old dream is to make cars out of the soil. Hemp is 10 times stronger than the steel that is currently being used to make cars. We have all seen the anti-pot propaganda that's been circling around for decades, but how often do we get to hear the benefits of it and actually learn about them? Legalizing marijuana would create an abundance of opportunity for our home, America. Not only will people be happier and healthier, but hemp could be the answer that we've all been looking for to save this economy. Taxing marijuana like we do alcohol would provide tremendous revenue, and not to mention it would create copious amounts of job opportunities. There are an estimated 50,000 industrial uses that can benefit every aspect of our daily lives from this misunderstood plant. And the 20 states that have already changed their marijuana laws appear to realize what a miracle plant this truly is. And I have a very good feeling they're not going to be the only ones. Why is marijuana against the law? It grows naturally on our planet. Doesn't the idea of making nature against the law seem to you a little bit unnatural?